Imogen is 8 and she needs a lot of physical support because she's got really limited mobility, and she also needs medical care and personal care. Her brothers not only look after her when I'm not around or when I just need help because I'm up to my eyeballs and everything else, but they will also look after their siblings and do shopping, that kind of thing, to help me out when I struggle.
Well, mostly it's looking after the younger ones while my mum is looking after my sister, but sometimes my mum will have to go out for things to do with my sister and I'll have to sit at home. I'll have to babysit my sister herself, make sure she's going to bed at a certain time, cleaning up her mess, cooking her dinner, stuff like that.
I sometimes help her go up and down the stairs and put her splints on and everything. Sometimes I find it hard to look after Imogen because sometimes she gets a bit heavy up and down the stairs, and it just sometimes gets a bit too much.
You know, for example, if they know for a fact we've had a bad night, they'll get her up in the morning and look after her while I have a bit of a rest. They will also look after one another, so the older ones will look after the younger ones, cook tea, go shopping, that kind of thing.
Because obviously she's not as mobile as us. I'll have to almost be those legs for her. I'll be carrying her up and down steps, around shops, up mountains sometimes, up hills and stuff. Just places where she can't get, I'll be doing it for her. Well, I guess it's making her happy with what she can do. It makes her feel like she's more mobile than she actually is. Doing things like that. She doesn't think about the disability then because she's actually up there. She's like, I've done it. She's my sister, so I'm happy to do it. Sometimes I'll get frustrating, but all in all, I'm used to it, so it's just normal. It's all I've ever known. It's just life now. So I just get on with it, really.
Being a carer places challenges on me because it means I can't work, I don't have a very limited social life, just because Imogen has a lot of hospital appointments and needs a lot of looking after, and somebody needs to do it, and obviously that's going to be me. Ed's role as the oldest child in the house is quite significant because essentially he's no longer a child, he's taken on the role of the second adult in the family. And it impacts on his work, so when he's finding out when he can and can't work, it revolves around Imogen's hospital appointments. He's often left as the only adult in the house, although he's not actually an adult, where he has to look after all the other children overnight, make sure he's gone and bought shopping, make sure everybody's fed, goes to bed, gets up and goes to school.
Social life, things like being restricted, what time I could go out, what time I have to be back sometimes. Again, if they're getting home from school earlier or later than normal, I'll have to come in just to make sure somebody's here when I get home.
Sometimes I get told off for not having my homework due in. So once when my mum was in hospital with Imogen for a week, I believe, I wasn't able to do my homework because I had to do a job, can't remember what it was. But and then the next day I got told off for it.
Well, the Young Carer Service, they get you out of the house, they get you thinking about yourself, living in the moment rather than thinking about what's going on at home. It just takes your mind off of it, off your caring role.
The Young Carer Service has helped me get away from helping Imogen. Not that it's bad, but it helps me get away to spend some time with friends because I've made more friends at Young Carers.
Because they're in similar situations to you, they understand you a lot better. And you're not really closed off, you're straight open with them because they're used to it as well.
I think they adore her, but I think she also drives them doolally. So it's a bit of a, I suppose a normal sibling relationship, but for them they've kind of got a bit more invested because they take care of her so much. They probably have a slightly closer bond than they would do if they didn't have to give her that level of care.
Sometimes she's annoying, that's what the sisters are meant for. Other times she's really nice. Sometimes she gives me a present or a little gift or a card saying, "To Tom, I love you," from ? But we all know it's her because of her handwriting.
She's ambitious, she's smart. She won't let people tell her she can't, she'll just find a loophole. She'll just bend the rules if she can, basically.
If you're a young carer, you should keep going, keep trying, and always love your family and love everyone else.